Hi everyone, we are on lesson 6.1 and that is page 227 of your colored math book. The question says, how can you use models to show equivalent fractions? An equivalent fraction means fractions that are the same amount, fractions that are equal. So that's what we're going to be learning about today, equivalent fractions. Fractions that are equal. All right, so again, how can you use models to show equivalent fraction? And they've already set our model up right here. So let's see what our question asks. Joe cut a pan of brownies into third size pieces. He kept 1/3 and gave the rest away. Joe will not eat his part all at once. How can he cut his part into smaller, equal size pieces? So, what he kept is he kept 1/3, and he wants to know how can he cut his part into smaller, equal size pieces. So right here what they say the first part is draw on the model to show how Joe could cut his part of the brownies into 2 equal pieces. Okay, well here's the whole pan of brownies right here. Let's look at this first. He kept 1/3. So this blue shaded part right here is what he kept. He gave away this part right here, which was 1/3 and 1/3, which when you put it together, it would be 2/3. So he gave 2/3 away, and he kept this part right here, which was 1/3. Now let's read this part one more time. Draw on the model to show how Joe could cut his part of the brownies into 2 equal pieces. So I'm just going to cut this right in half. So you have 2 equal pieces. Okay. You can rename these 2 equal pieces as a fraction of the original pan of brownies. Suppose Joe had cut the original pan of brownies into equal pieces of this size. How many pieces would there be? So if he cut the whole thing like this, how many pieces would there be? There would be 6. Because he would have 1, 2. If he cut this piece, again, the same way as that he cut this piece, it would be 3, 4. And if he cut this piece the same way, it would be 5, 6. So you would have piece 1, piece 2, piece 3, piece 4, piece 5, piece 6. So we would have 6 pieces. What fraction of the pan is 1 piece? 1 piece right here. Well, how many total pieces, if he cut it like this way, would he have? He would have, let's just put a line here. If he would cut this whole thing like this, see how straight my line can be. Remember, this is all he has right here. But we're showing if he cut all of them like this. So what fraction of the pan is 1 piece right here? How many total pieces does he have of the whole brownies pan? He would have 6, and 1 piece would be 1/6. What fraction of the pan is 2 pieces? So 2 pieces out of this whole pan would be 2 pieces out of how many pieces are in the whole pan? 6. Sorry, that one's a little below the line. Sorry about that. So you can rename 1/3, 1/3 right here as 2/6. 1, 2 out of 6. 2, let's see if I can do better keeping it on the line. 6, a little better. All right, good so far. 2/6 or 1/3. Same thing. They're equivalent fractions, equal fractions, fractions of the same amount. 1/3 is this, or 2/6. All right, let's keep going and do the next one. So, let me grab my tool right here. Now it says now draw on the model to show how Joe could cut his part of the brownies into 4 equal pieces. 4. This time he's cutting it into 4 equal pieces. Last time he cut it just into 2 equal pieces. So he's going to cut it again here and here on the next one because he wants 1, 2, 3, 4. So the first one he cut into 2 equal pieces, which was right here. This one he wants 4 equal pieces. So we're going to cut it here and we're going to cut it there. Let's count our pieces. He wanted 4. So we need to see 1, 2, 3, 4. He has 4 equal pieces. Suppose Joe had cut the original pan of brownies into equal pieces of this size. So remember, just on like the last one, what if he cut the whole thing? Let's change the color. So if he just cut the whole thing across like this, which he didn't, he just gave these pieces away, remember? But if he did cut them smaller, how many pieces would there be? So let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There would be 12 pieces. What fraction of the pan is 1 piece? 1 piece, so one of these. Well, it is 1 out of how many total pieces? 1 right here out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1 out of 12. One is how many pieces you have. 12 is the total amount in the whole thing, how many total pieces you have. What fraction of the pan is 4 pieces? 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. So that's how many pieces you have and how many total pieces are in this whole thing. How many total pieces are there? There is 12. You can rename 1/3 as, Remember, here was my original. Let me change the colors. This was the original piece. That was my 1/3. So 1/3 as 1, 2, 3, 4 out of how many total pieces? 4 twelfths. Write the equivalent fractions. So we know, if we go back to this page, 1/3 is equal to 2/6, 2/6, right here. That was that 1 1/3 or 2/6, and it's also equivalent to 4/12. 4 is still that thing, 4 out of 12 pieces. So 1/3 is equivalent to oh, that's awful too. Let's try that again. 2/6, which is also equivalent to 4/12. All right, I hope you understood. If you don't understand, I will answer any questions in class. Let me know. Talk to you later. Bye, everybody.